Hey, all, this is Dr. Keys. Hey, I got some bad news for you. Dark Keys, he took over for Halloween and he actually did abduct me. How was I able to escape his clutches? And but we still not located Paddy O'Keyes. So I am wearing Paddy O'Keyes. So if you see someone that would be wearing that, contact Rick Keys or me. I'm filling in for Rick. He's ties with the whole event of the incident with Dark Keys, and but anyway, just for a little of your assistance. So Paddy O'Keyes, actually, he normally wears like that, but he's been seen wearing a hat like this also. So together would probably be much like that without the glasses. So if you see a gentleman that looks like that, please call. That would be 1-800 RICK KEYES. So this is Dr. Keys, and as I said, Rick Keys tries. Not only did he have his schnozzle cleaned out by me, but the whole thing of Dark Keys coming in, overtaking him, and abducting some of his family members has been a little too much. So I'm going to be telling you the music that we're playing. By the way, we are here in Oceanside, California. We're all waving to you. And hey, the POTUS with a MOTUS, Joe Biden was here trying to help out some of the Democrats in our district. But anyway, so let's continue here now. No more politics. This is Dr. Keys. As I mentioned before, I am one of the smarter, brighter ones. Rick, we are still looking for Paddy O'Keyes. Remember that hat, Paddy? And there is a another traumatized person looking for Paddy O'Keyes. And so please help him out too. Okay, so we're gonna play some music. This is music that Rick Keys said he looked for or found on social media, and it got delivered to him, and he's gonna play it. So here's one from Saeed Sabrina, and it's called "Thou Art That." Okay, you see that? Saeed, S-A-Y. Yeah, another bad color. All right, there it is. Saeed Sabrina. Looks like she's praying. Hopefully, she's praying for Paddy O'Keyes to be found. Speaking of religion, well, we weren't, but praying. We've got a group from Dublin, Ireland called Crazy Crow. You're going to hear some of their music. I really enjoy that. Okay, you have to look for Rick Keys. I guess he can't afford a proper lighting or production coordinator, so maybe I can help him out. Okay, so here's another one from Crazy Crow, Dublin, Ireland. Steve Harvey, he actually hooked me up with a CD, one of his older ones. It's called Big Road Blues. So you'll hear some of that from Steve Harvey. And I received from a promoter that hasn't been very good to me as of late. However, they sent this one to me, and it hasn't really made it to the Roots Music Report chart, which is quite interesting because it is a very good release. It's called Supersonic Blues Machine, and the title of it one hasn't made the charts yet. The Lucky Losers, Kathy Lemons, and Phil Berkowitz, standing pat. Okay. So before we get into those, are into the RMR chart, actually, we're going to play some more music that only made it to his Rick Keys Music Caravan Top Blues album releases for 2022. This would be all the new music that he heard in 2022. Alligator Record Label, one of their artists, has made it to this prestigious 2022 blues album list. First one being Tinsley Ellis, and that's Devil May Care. So you'll hear music from that. Another one that made it, came out early in the year, kind of hasn't been seen in a while, but I think it should be in the I agree with Rick that it should be in the top 2022 blues releases. Sugar Ray, Rayford, and Into Deep. So that's probably what we could say about I don't know, Joe, what's his name? Joe Biden. Maybe he's in a little too deep. Okay, so here's some interesting things that I need to tell you, being a doctor and all. So Rick Keyes, he is now on YouTube. He's no longer on radio. Radio kind of gave him a bum deal, so he said, "Screw radio," and now he's on YouTube. And YouTube is my big brother. I love YouTube, and actually, since I started playing on YouTube, turns out some of the music that I've been getting recently hasn't been coming from promoters, but it's been, well, some of it has, but it's been coming from other sources. But kind of funny that now that I'm playing it, these people are moving up pretty darn quickly. So here's one from gentleman Billy Truitt, Abstract Truth. From obscurity to the Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues Show on YouTube. And now he is number 42 with Abstract Truth on the Roots Music Report chart. By the way, the Roots Music Report chart is a chart of a lot of DJs that play new blues music, and that's kind of the ranking of how they're moving up. This youngster, I think he's 18 or 19 years old. Pierce Dipner, he has a release called Going Back. He was up in that top RMR chart for a while, and then he moved down, but now he's moving back up from number 65 to number 39. Okay. Who else we got here? Well, we got Val Starr. Val Starr's been around all year. Congratulations, Val. She's been in the top 10. And let me see. Is she moving up again? I don't know. She's at number 34 right now. Val Starr and the Blues Rocket. Remember, there's only one rocket, not blues rockets. Healing kind of blues. And you can almost see that. Good thing she has red hair because it sticks out. All right. Now, this one is kind of unique. This one through social media, and I didn't get it from promoter. I actually found it. And pretty interesting that this gentleman, Mark Pocket Goldberg, that was, I thought, only played on the Rick Keyes Music Caravan YouTube Blues shows, actually made it into that Roots Music Report chart. So that must mean that other on-air personalities are either listening to my show or Mark is getting a lot of CDs out. So Mark is at number 32. Off Balance Blues on the Roots Music Report chart. Congratulations, Mark. And by the way, Mark lives in Sylmar, California, close to Oceanside, but not close enough. So anyway, we're going to continue here now with Janova Magnus. She is at 29 with Hard to Kill. Nice cover. Nice, great music. This one's kind of interesting. That's why I'm starting to believe that more people are listening to the Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues Show on YouTube, because this was one not expected to make it into the Roots Music Report chart because it's all instrumentals except one song, but it has, and that's because I believe, truthfully, I believe Rick Keyes has been playing it, and it's been getting publicized because Rick Keyes is becoming quite well known in the entertainment industry. Henry Herbert, could be Herbert, could be Henry. It's either Henry Herbert or Henry Herbert. Boogie Till I Die, and surprisingly enough, that one has moved up from number 66 to number 22. Good job, Rick Keyes. Okay, well, and here's another one that I've been playing recently on the Rick Keyes has been playing it on his show from Annika Chambers and Paul Desalore. You like that? I had to learn that name because it's French. Good Trouble, title of that release, and it is actually at number 21. Now, this is another one that kind of gets me to the thinking. This is being seen by a lot more people Now, this is one that came from a promoter, not the most, not the biggest promoter in the world. He was at one time, but the group is from Australia. His name is Ivor S. He has a brand new release called Mississippi Bound, and it's pretty darn good. It's at number 20. So I think that Rick Keyes is actually getting some views on his YouTube site. Okay, here's another one. Shamikia Copeland, Alligator Record Labels, Done Come Too Far, the title of that. She actually is number 17 on that orange chart. This one's brand new, actually. It's loaded with covers, so unfortunately, I'm only going to play one song. But surprisingly, it has made it to the RMR chart very quickly. At number 16, Angela Strelli, Ace of Blues. I like that classic by Lemmy, Ace of Spades. But anyway, that one's Ace of Blues. Up from 27 to number 15, my pal Ben Levin, Take Your Time. He's only like 22, 23 years old, and he's already put out 5 recordings. Amazing. And they're all good. Good job, Adam. Number 13. Okay, well, Rick Keyes is going to talk more about it, but it looks like he may be able to get not only Bob Curatore, a harmonica great, to talk with him and chat with him before the show at Humphrey's Backstage November 14th, but he also may be able to get John Primer. So stay tuned for that. But Bob Curatore and Friends, You Shocked Me, is at number 13 on that RMR chart. And then last but not least, we've got John Primer. Where's John? Oh, I don't have John. Okay, well, I have it here somewhere. I just don't have it here. Oh, here it is. So John Primer, I'm going to try to get, Rick Keyes going to try to interview him or chat with him. John Primer, Bob Curatore, both going to be in concert at Humphrey's Backstage, November 14th. And John Primer's new release is doing pretty darn well. Hard Times certainly was from 2020 until now. And hopefully the times will get easier, but they're pretty damn hard times. John Primer, number 4 on that RMR chart. So you guys remember this poor little guy is missing Paddy O'Keyes. So make sure if you see anyone wearing a hat like this and a shirt like that, try to save them. They were abducted by a very evil person, Dark Keys. Stay tuned. Rick Keyes, Music Caravan, Blues Show coming up. Don't need dark. Well, actually, you do, because Dark Keys. Dr. Keys needs glasses to fill out prescriptions. Hey, this is Dr. Keys filling in for Rick Keyes, Music Caravan. Go to YouTube. Subscribe. After you subscribe, there's a bell. Press that bell. That brings the Rick Keyes Music Caravan family into your home, whether you want them or not. But you can also listen to them in your car. If you're on YouTube, there's some way to figure it out, how to hook it up so you can play your phone in your car and hear Rick Keyes Music Caravan Blues Show. Then the other way is go to the new free Muskland Twitter, and you can listen to it that way. Rick Keyes Music Caravan, see how to spell keys. And then the last way is the Zuckerberg controlled Facebook. You can follow the show that way too. So stay tuned. Lots of good music coming up for you and your friends.